Welcome to episode 12 of Keeping It G with G, the podcast. I am your host, G, back again this week. Happy Monday. First and foremost, I'm going to wish you guys a very happy and blessed progressive week. It's Monday. Mondays can be rough after coming off the weekend. So just make sure you guys reset and relax every Sunday. I know I make sure I do, even if it's like a quick little couple of pages of a book, a chapter, or just writing real quick, or having a glass of wine, whatever is your niche. Just make sure that you reset so that you can have a clear mind when you're going into Monday. So with that being said, I want to get into this week's episode. And this past week I had my work vacation, a full week off, so I got to spend a lot of time with my family and friends, and it really helped me to just kind of be grateful for the family and friends that I do have, and express my gratitude to the people who love and support me, because now that I'm older, substance, I know I've said that before, but substance and people being vulnerable with me, telling me how much they appreciate my friendship or my love, or them being me being there for them, and vice versa, means the most to me. I don't ask for much regarding my relationships or friendships except gratitude and appreciation. I love that shit. Nothing makes me more happy than to hear that or see that come out of my family and friends' mouths, that they appreciate me. Which brings me to this week's topic, friendships, because I know a lot of us just keep friendships or relationships because of longevity, or out of fear of being alone, or out of fear of just not wanting to disappoint the other person, whether it's something that you want to come to them about. And if they're not the type of person that you can come to with honesty, or they don't take constructive criticism, I know a bunch of people who just stay out of fear or because of longevity. And I'm here to tell you that that is not healthy. You need to reevaluate your worth and look around and figure out if you have a big support system. And if you do not, you really need to take the necessary steps to remove those people out of your life. And if you're a bad friend, then you need to call yourself out on your own shit and be a better person. Anyone who's listening to this podcast, I know I have some of my niece's friends probably supporting me and listening, and this goes for y'all too. Make sure you guys are in the right company and that people are helping you work towards your dreams. And again, if you're the bad friend, call yourself out on your own shit, acknowledge it, and grow from it. And I'm not saying that I've been the most perfect friend my whole life, but for the most part, if you ask anyone, they'll say that if they pick up the phone right now and say they need me, I'm coming. I'm picking up the phone. I don't care what time it is. I just pride myself on being there for other people, because you just never know who needs an ear or a shoulder to lean on. So I try to make myself available without taking on other people's issues, because it can get heavy. It can make your heart heavy. So first and foremost, I'm gonna have a come to Jesus moment, because in the past, just being immature, I would have cut your ass off with the quickness syndrome. And by that, I mean, like, the moment I felt like my friendship wasn't being appreciated, or it wasn't 50-50, I cut you off. Especially after I've come to you with things numerous times, and we've tried to make the friendship work or the relationship work, and nothing has changed. That was it. But now that I'm older And while there are some friendships that I've had in the past that have dissolved over pettiness or misunderstandings, I now understand that everybody be going through their own shit and you can't take it personal. And sometimes you really have to take that into consideration, that everyone wasn't raised like you. Everybody doesn't have the same heart as you. And so you have to really take it with a grain of salt. But it's important for you to let your friend in on what's going on with you. If, you do feel yourself slacking or falling off in life or in a relationship or in a friendship, it's important that you discuss this with your partner, your friend, your family, or whoever, so that they can try to help you get through it. There's beauty in being vulnerable and being real about your shit. I pride myself on that because you never know who may need to hear what you have to say by sharing your own personal story. Now, I'm not saying like just tell everybody about what's going on with you, but if it's a trustworthy friend, definitely lean on them to, have them be there for you. Also, choose friendships of substance, like I said before, where you can pour into one another without feeling drained, without judgment. And if you don't have that, then journal and pray. But yes, make sure you guys are re-evaluating your friendships, and remember that longevity does not mean you have to keep them around. Ask yourself, is this person helping me work towards my goals? Are they taking heed of the feelings or the things that I'm coming to them with? If it's an issue, are they being defensive every single time? Are they not wanting to own up to their own shit? And if it's you, ask yourself that, because it's a part of your growth as a human being. Now, some friendships do grow apart. Don't keep friendships out of fear or loneliness. Pray for God to remove the people out of your life who you don't know if they have good intent. And if you feel iffy about the friendship, pray about it. Trust me, God will do his work. That's one thing. If you feel like you have done all you could regarding it, then you really need to pray and you really need to ask God to step in and help you to make the decision. So, like I said, again, I'm not the perfect friend in the whole wide world, but I am 100% there for mostly everyone without overexerting myself for the sake of my own mental health. Friendships and relationships go both ways. Do not keep tabs on who did this and who did that or who didn't do that. Just be genuine, have compassion, and be understanding. Over the years, I've just grown to accept people for who they are and not for who I want them to be, and to lead with love. And I think that having my daughter has helped me to really just accept people for who they are. Because I don't know, it's something about having a child that just opens your eyes tremendously to everything, whether it's relationships, friendships, family. It's just important that you guys are not letting people take up dead weight in your life, and that their intent, you have to pay attention to their intent. Pay attention to the way that they respond when you come to them with an issue. Make sure it's not like textbook advice that they're responding to you with, or watch their body language, because that's a big one. I know I'm super observant, so I pay attention to everything. Also just don't be scared to be without friends for a while. Even if you have one or two good friends, that's better than 50 fake ones or fake supporters. You guys just have to make sure that you have the spirit of discernment to let go, be able to let go, because there's strength in knowing your worth. You don't have to keep a friendship or stay in a relationship because someone will appreciate your friendship and someone will see the good that you have in your heart. As long as you're being genuine. That's one thing that I've learned. As long as you're being genuine and you know that your intent, the way your heart is set up is real, then that's all that matters. And that's what I go off of. That's how I was raised. That's how I'm going to be until the day that I die. I'm going to always be there for people. And it may be my downfall one day, but you'll never be able to say that I wasn't a good friend to you. So just make sure you guys are looking around, making sure that you're not settling. And as the episode is coming to a close, you guys, give me feedback. Let me know if you guys are open for me to start doing like live Instagram feeds on Wednesdays, like wine times, or mini episode Mondays. I think I'm going to bump the episodes up to 2 days a week because I did a poll and it looks like that should be happening. So just keep me posted. You guys have a great week. And yeah, this was a great episode. I hope that it will touch those who need to hear it most. And have a great week again. It's Monday. Stay strong. We'll get through it. And do not forget to DM me or email me with any advice that you guys may want to hear from me. And I will talk to you guys the following week, because next week is the week that I take my little mental break and refocus on the podcast and brainstorm on different topics. So again, you guys have a great week. Stay blessed. And I will talk to you guys for the next episode 13.